Hello, and welcome back to Dark Souls. When I last left off, I told you that in the next part we were going to be trying to take on two bosses in Darkroot Garden. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. And that's not the way to Darkroot Garden. So we're going to go down here, past Andre, the Restorer, and down here, past where the Titanite Demon will be if you haven't yet killed it, and into Darkroot Garden. Now I've just realised that to get to the second boss in this area, I'm gonna have to go and kill a mini boss first. Well, I don't have to, but the easiest way to do it is to go and kill the mini boss first. Or is it? Because I could just run. No, you know what? I think I'm just gonna go with the run approach, which means that I won't have to kill the mini boss. Ignore everything I've just said. We're going to kill the optional boss first, and then we're going to go on and kill the boss that I need to kill to progress. I like being able to one-hit these guys. That's very nice. So, oh hang on, wait for this guy to approach. If you watch that part, you will oh god. Watch out for that attack, because he will grab you and do quite a bit of damage. Now, if you did watch the earlier parts, you may remember this is the area that I came to get the Elite Knight armor, the set that I am currently wearing. And that's it, that's basically it. Only we're coming down here now as actually trying to go down and get all the items, rather than just coming past here and sprinting out once we've got the item we want. Now if you come in here, you can actually pick up this item, but if you pick up the item, these three plant dudes will spawn and will start attacking you, but you can kill them before, like I've just done there, and then pick up the item with no worries. That's probably the best way to go about doing it. Now when you get into this area, what you want to do is you want to go right, because there is this thing here, and if you hit it, it will disappear. There we go, secret heads. So you destroy that, and you can go past into this area. And in this area you will find these things, which are really weird. But luckily I can kill them in one hit, because otherwise they're a bit annoying. But once you've done that, you come down here and there'll be another tree dude. I don't think these attack, because I've never been attacked by them, but that's probably because I just kill them straight away like this, so they may attack, I don't actually know. But yeah, if you come down here, there is a stone warrior, or stone guard, I can't remember what they're called now, I think it's stone warrior. And he will wake up if you go over there. But what you want to do first is you want to walk over to the edge, because these guys will all spawn. And there will be 4 of them in total. And it's much bloody easier to take care of them when you haven't got the big stone guy also hanging about. And they dropped items there, but then their bodies rolled off the cliff, so I can't get them. I can, however, get that Soul of Proud Knight. Now, yeah, as I said, this guy, if you walk over to him, he will get up. Oh, my word, I one-hitted him. I was not expecting to one-hit him. But basically, once you've done that, you want to come up these stairs here. And then all the way up here, and right at the top you will find another one of these dudes, who I can apparently one-hit, so no problem. And then right at the top, you might notice that this is the path we came down before, and when you can notice this glowing item on the left, that's how you get to it, and it's the Wolf Ring. And I'm just going to bring this up now, because the Wolf Ring is one of the special rings granted to the 4 Knights of Gwyn. The Wolf Ring belongs to Artorius the Abyss Walker. No, that is correct. I was reading that a bit weird, because I thought that's completely wrong, but no, it is right. The Wolf Ring did belong to Artorius the Abyss Walker. Now, there are 4 of these rings in the game. I've already missed the chance to get one, because one of them you have to get off Dragon Slayer Ornstein, because he is one of the other 4 knights, and you get that by killing Smo first. If you kill Smo first, when you kill Ornstein, he will drop the Leo ring, because his one was Lion. And I can't remember what that does now. I think that boosts thrust attacks. Then you've got Lord's Blade Kieran, who you will meet in the DLC. and her ring was the Hornet ring, and we will actually get that probably in this part, and that boosts your counterattacks. And then there's one more, which is the ring of the giant Hawkeye Goth, who was an archer, and his ring was the Hawk ring. And I can't remember how you get it, but that basically makes your arrows better. I think it makes them travel further. Oh god, I'm failing a bit here. Luckily these things are doing so little damage to me that it doesn't really matter. Come on, come over here, get away from the other dude a bit, so I can actually... Oh god, I would rather deal with the Stone Guardian on his own, so where's the other plant dude? There he is. If you'd come over, I'd be very appreciative. There we go, right. There we go. That was probably harder. I probably made that harder than it needed to be. But now that I've killed all them, I can walk around here, and I think there's a couple more stone guys. Aha, here's one of them. So wait for him to stand up and then slaughter him. And then here's the other one over by this doorway, or gate, archway. I'll wait for him to stand up and then slaughter him. And then I'll go over here to this tree, where you will find this weird snake sort of thing coming off the tree. And you kill that, because it's a lizard and it will come to life and attack you. Very easy to kill though. What's this guy dropped? Stone Great Shield, something I won't use. Oh well. Anyway, onto these stairs. If you destroy this bush, you will find this summon sign. And if you're human, well, if you're human, you'll find the summon sign, and you can summon Witch Beatrice. And Witch Beatrice is basically, much like Tarkus was for the Iron Golem, Witch Beatrice is easy mode for this boss. So I figured I'd demonstrate this because it's very easy to get here as a human, and as such, very easy to then summon Witch Beatrice and make this boss fight rather easy, especially at this stage, once I've been to Anor Londo. Is she right behind me? She is. And the boss fight that we're going to do now is against the Moonlight Butterfly. And basically what this butterfly is going to do is it's going to fuck me up because I completely forgot about something I wanted to do here, which is I want to equip the Crest Shield. Because the Crest Shield has 80% magic defense, and this thing is all about its magic, as you can see there. Now, it has a few attacks. The first one you just saw there was it fires sort of arrows, sort of almost like bolts, and it will fire 2 sets, and that's what it does. Then it has the other one, which you saw, where it fires sort of a ball of energy. And what you want to do with that one is you just want to wait until it's right next to you, and then just roll through it. Now, it has a rare attack it might do. Occasionally it'll swap sides on this bridge, and it'll have a rare attack where it will actually shoot a beam at you, and basically you just want to get out of the way of that. But if you're purely melee, what you want to do is you just want to wait till it gets down here and stands and sits on the edge of the bridge to eat, and it will regain a little bit of its health, but not loads, and you can just lay into it when it's doing that. Now, oh, here we go. That wasn't a beam attack, that was another attack it actually does that I forgot about, where it fires sort of a ball which has an area of effect. But yeah, Witch Beatrice completely makes that easy because of her projectiles that do massive damage to the butterfly. And you also have the bonus of I could lay into it quite a lot when it was healing at the side of the bridge. But yeah, once it starts healing, eventually, as you saw, it will start to glow, and that will have an area of effect. Brilliant one. That will have an area of effect attack, so you'll want to get out of there once it starts glowing. And once you've done that, you can get past here. And this guy has 3 items: the Watchtower Basement Key, the Divine Ember, and a Homeward Bone. Now, the only one I care about right now is none of them, actually. The Watchtower Basement Key allows you to create a shortcut between here and Undeadburg. But it does involve going past a character called Havel the Rock, who is a non-respawning enemy. And I usually just avoid that because I don't like taking on Havel because he can do massive damage. But I've never gone back sort of late game and done it, so I don't know how much damage he would actually do to me at this point. So maybe he wouldn't actually do that much damage to me, but maybe I will go back there as a little aside, but I'm not going to go back there right now because right now I want to focus on getting to the next boss so that I can have a second boss in this part. And that boss involves... oh, hang on, just grab this off this dude. This second boss involves me going, and there are two ways of getting around to it, but the one I'm going to use now... where am I going the right way? I am going the right way. The one I'm going to use involves going through this door. Now to go through this door you need to use an item. Also, good to point out, there is a bonfire behind here. You'll want to use that. But I can warp right back to the Undead Parish bonfire now, which I'm going to do. Because the guy I want to speak to is Lordvessel I. Because he's going to be kind enough to give me the item I need to get through that door. I say give. I'll give him the Divine Ember. That allows him to forge divine weapons. I'll do that first, actually. But I say give. He'll sell it to me for 20,000 souls. Now I'm going to buy these, because these allow me to repair my weapons and armour at a bonfire, and also allows me to upgrade my weapons and armour at a bonfire. So that's pretty useful. I'm going to heal here as well, because I've rekindled this bonfire so I can get up to 10 flasks. Now yeah, 20,000 souls is pretty steep, but once you get to this point, you should pretty much have that. Because like every time I'm leveling up, it's costing me like nearly 20,000 souls, so you should have that sort of amount. And I have just beaten the Moonlight Butterfly, but I don't think you get that many souls off that thing. But anyway, if you don't have 20,000 souls, go back to Analondo and kill the Silver Knights some more. That is like they're pretty easy to kill, and you get at least 1,000 souls off them each. And I say at least 1,000 souls because when I was grinding them before to get the shields, I started getting a thing in this game that I've not mentioned yet. And I'm not sure if it has an actual name, but I know I've heard people refer to it as overkill. Which is if you hit an enemy, and in that one hit, you deal enough damage to kill it 1.5 times. So you do 1.5 times its entire health in one hit. You get this overkill bonus. And I've just run past the door. No, I haven't. The door's back here. What am I doing? I completely forget my way around here all the time. But basically, if you get this overkill bonus, it means you earn 20% more souls than you normally would. So once I got, because I had my Black Knight Sword +5, when I was parrying and riposting them, I was doing 1.5 times damage, so I was getting 1,200 souls off them each time I killed them, which is very useful. Now right here I'm going to employ the sprint through this like my life depended on it technique, because it does. But basically this area is protected by these dudes, and these are forest guardians. And if you attack them, basically they're part of a covenant, and they will attack you if you enter the forest. But if you run over here, you follow that route I took, and you speak to this cat, she will tell you to not go looking for the grave of Artorius the Abyss Walker. Well, actually, that's exactly where we want to go. But if you say yes when she talks to you, she will let you join her covenant. What? What is that? Am I being invaded? Is that what that is? Because this is a huge invasion hotspot, and I'm worried a bit now that I'm being invaded. I just want to join this covenant, because if I join this covenant, then these guys will not attack me anymore, and it makes it a lot easier to get in and out of this area. And basically I don't have to do anything, except say I'll join this covenant for a bit, and then I can leave it if I want, and never come back here. Oh, what am I doing? I'm walking back out, and... Let me join your covenant. Okay, right. Maybe I was being invaded, and maybe that's gone away. I don't know. Seems a bit weird. There was an incident earlier on while I was waiting in... basically, yeah, we're in our covenant now, and if we put the ring on that she just gave us, the cat covenant ring, what will happen then is we will be summoned in to kill other players who enter the forest on their game. So I think that's a good way to get you know, to grind souls in PvP, because you get the benefit of there will be the forest guardians in their game, the actual NPC forest guardians attacking them as well, so you get a good chance of killing them. But this area I'm also just going to run through, because I don't care for this area very much. But if you come over, if you just come down here to this sort of cliff edge, over from where you enter this second half of the forest, you will be able to see a glowing light in the distance. Now that's where we want to go, so you just want to run straight in that direction. And you'll come to a ledge, and when we get there we're just going to drop off. Here we are, just going to drop off here, and then I'm going to heal up in anticipation of this boss fight. And this boss fight is my favourite boss fight in the entire Dark Souls series. Not just this game, but in Dark Souls 2 as well. So yeah, I absolutely love this boss. I absolutely love this boss fight. Not just because of, not really because of the mechanics behind it, because the mechanics behind it are pretty standard for a Dark Souls style thing. But I love it for the enemy design and also the backstory to this enemy as well, which I will explain a bit once the enemy shows up. So you approach this grave with this giant greatsword in front of it, and if you approach the greatsword, Sif shows up. So this is the Great Grey Wolf Sif. And yep, it's a giant wolf with a greatsword in its mouth. What is not to love about that? But basically, Sif was Artorias' dog. And Artorias, the Abyss Walker, he went to Ulasil, where... This is not good. I'm losing a lot of stamina blocking these attacks. I should probably try and roll instead. There we go. Artorias went to a place called Ulasil, where shit was basically going down. And that's basically the DLC, so we'll see that later. I'll go to Ulasil and you'll see basically what kind of shit was going down. But he got sucked into the abyss and killed by a creature called Manus. And... well, he didn't get killed, he got beaten. And then a beaten Artorias was corrupted by Manus. And we will actually fight the corrupted Artorias later on. But in basically one of his last acts Artorias did before he became corrupted, he used his great shield to save Sif's life. So what's happening now is we are fighting Sif so we can get a ring called the Covenant of Artorias, which allows us to traverse the abyss. Because the boss fight for the Four Kings is located inside the abyss, and we need the ring to be able to actually fight them. However, since Sif saw his owner Artorias be corrupted by the abyss, he doesn't want anyone else to be corrupted by the abyss, so he protects this ring with his life. And I don't want to kill Sif, and Sif doesn't particularly want to kill me. He just doesn't want to see anyone else suffer the way Artorias did. So that's why this boss fight is actually really sad. And what's even sadder is once you get him down to really low health, he will start limping, and his attacks will be really slow, and his eyes will be sort of closed, and he'll fall over when doing attacks, and I always have a bit of trouble putting the final hit in because I don't want to hit Sif, but I'm afraid we have to. So, I'm sorry, Sif. Oh, I bloody missed after all that. I'm sorry, Sif, but it had to be done. And there we go. We got the Covenant of Artorias. The ring symbolises Knight Artorias' covenant with the beasts of the Abyss. Its wearer, like Artorias himself, can traverse the Abyss. So yeah, unfortunately we need to kill Sif, because I never like killing Sif. But behind the grave there is actually this corpse, and this corpse has the Hornet Ring. And if we look at the description of the Hornet Ring, we will see that it was the special ring granted to the Lord's Blade Kieran. Now basically there are suggestions in the game, especially in the DLC, that Kieran was romantically involved in some way with Artorias. And it's pretty much, it's not said outright, but it's assumed that this is Kieran's body, and that she died next to Artorias' grave mourning her lover, so that's why you find the Hornet Ring on her. And I'm actually just going to use a Homeward Bone rather than running back through here. But yeah, we will actually meet Kieran, because the DLC involves you going back in time. So we will actually go back in time and meet Kieran, but I'm going to level up my vitality a couple of times. I think I could definitely do with a bit more health. And I'm going to walk back to Firelink. So basically, now that we've done that, we have cleared out Darkroot Garden. At least bosses, anyway. So the next boss we will fight is we will actually go and try and kill the Four Kings, which is a difficult boss fight. It's not particularly easy, but at this sort of stage with the armour I've got, I should be able to tank it, hopefully. So that's what I'm going to be doing next time. I'm going to be trying to take on the Four Kings, and that involves me going to New Londo. So that's where I'll be going next time. I'll be going in exploring New Londo ruins. See you then.